Let's have a look at this program. Okay, so I've got a variable called binary number, and it is a string value, so it's text, a bunch of binary numbers, ones and zeros, a whole bunch of bytes. Okay, then I've got this other variable called count1, and I've initialized it to the value 0. Now I'm going to create a for loop for each in binary number. So loop through binary number and look at each item, and every time you look at the item, call it each. If each is equal to 1, you'll notice 2 equals is a comparison operator. 1 equals is an assignment. So 1 equals says you are this value, whereas 2 equals in computer science is a comparison symbol. Yeah, so it's asking if each is equal to 1, and then count1 variable plus equals 1. This will add 1 to the count1's variable, and then down the bottom outside of the loop, so you can see the in Python indentation is important. So for each of these, do this, and once you finish looping through every one of those ones and zeros and spaces, print count1. So let's run that. And it outputs 52. Yeah, there are 52 ones in that string. What I want you to do is I want you to figure out how to get it to count how many zeros are as well. So here's a starting point. In Python we've got something called an elif. So we have our first condition is if each is equal to 1, then count1 plus equals 1. Else, if each is equal to 0, do something. Else, not do nothing. Okay. So if I run this new version, you can see every time there's a 0, it says something, and every time there's a space, it says nothing. So let's just check that out. 0, 0, something, something. What's it? 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's ignoring the ones. Well, it's not ignoring the ones. When it hits a 1, it's adding 1 to the count 1. And then it hits a nothing. It's a space. And then 1, 2. So 1, 2. Yep. Okay. So it's picking up the ones and the zeros and the spaces. I want you to edit this so that it prints out the count of the ones and the count of the twos. Oh, we could do that a little more attractively if we said there are and then I put a percentage %d, that's where the number's going to go. There are number of ones in this string, close speech marks, dot format, open brackets, and oops, I didn't like that. What do I have to do? No, I can't remember how to do that. Hold on. Sorry, I just looked on the internet and I'm using a different syntax, so I'm using the old method. Should be this curly brackets. There are 52 ones in this string. There we go. So I've got that line. Okay. So I want you to try and get it to say there are however many number of zeros in this string as well. Good luck.